Buenos días, Juanita. ¿Cómo estás?
Deje de seguirme, estúpido.
Carísima.
Morning, Sanchez.
You hear that? You hear what she said to me?
Who? Oh, her. The one with the twin rotating camshafts.
Sí, she said to me, Sanchez, she said, get the canotic. It's fantastical now.
Get canoted?
See, before she said nothing to me. This must mean she fancy me now. Hasta mañana, Juanita.
Sanchez, if you've quite finished, would you mind telling me where Miss Farrington is?
On the patio.
Okie-dokie. Morning, Harriet. Oh, goody, the English papers. When did they arrive?
On the early morning plane.
Did they send the news of the world?
Oh, I didn't know you were into amorous accountants and naughty nouns.
I'm not, but I am into the horoscopes. Now, let's see what fate has in store for little Annie Begley.
Do you really believe all that stuff?
There are more things in heaven and earth than this world dreams of.
To misquote Shakespeare.
Morning.
And here's one of them.
Morning, Major. Do have a coffee.
Thank you.
Hey, listen to this. An exciting week ahead for all Virgos. I'm a Virgo.
You're a Virgo, I'm a blue bottom
Not
maggot.
a word, Major. But not one.
What are you, Percy? Cancer the crab, Pisces the fish, or Roland the rat?
I'm Taurus, actually.
Bull.
No, really.
Taurus, the bull, Major.
Oh, yes, of course. Coffee's cold. Sanchez!
Oh, save your breath. He's got his mind on other things.
Like what?
The baker's daughter?
The baker's daughter? You mean the one with the...
Exactly.
Wasting his time with her. She wouldn't have anything to do with a grotty little chauffeur like Sanchez.
How can you be so sure?
I mean, if I couldn't get her into the old sleeping bag, and God knows I've tried, what chances... Because she's far too young, far too attractive and decent to have anything to do with a greasy slob like him.
Not necessarily, if it's in the stars.
Oh, really, Annie?
Well, let's just see what they say. Ah, you see, Sanchez is obviously Aries.
Why, obviously.
What else?
Oh, the ram.
Listen to this. Aries, new love beckons for the fancy free. But beware the smile that promises just that little too much. You see?
See what? Absolute gibberish.
I agree.
The stars never lie, Harriet.
No, but you do. Just made that up.
Made it up? You'll be saying I made up your horoscope next.
My horoscope?
Taurus the bull. The pull of Pluto in conjunction with Mars means doom and disaster await you around every corner.
Does it actually say that?
So stay at home, lock all doors, and write your last will and testament. Oh, poor Percy. I wouldn't like to be in your shoes.
Let me see that. Yes, as I thought. This is last week's. Means that this horoscope is out of date.
Lucky you.
So, I'm off the hook. Right.
Not, of course, that I believe a word of it in the first place.
Not, of course, that I believe a word of it in the first... She usually does that.
Yes. Well, I'll leave you to your fickle fingers of fate and pack my overnight bag.
You're going somewhere? Overnight?
Oh, good thinking, Major. I've got a meeting with an undersecretary from London.
At the embassy?
On the coast. It seems it's all rather confidential. I can't imagine why. So we're meeting at the Hotel Esplanade.
Oh, very intriguing.
Tell Sanchez I'll be ready within the hour, would you?
Of course.
Thank you.
I wonder what it really says. Taurus, be prepared for rapid promotion over the next few weeks due to the sudden and unexpected departure of a superior. Ridiculous. Horoscopes. Only a raving lunatic would believe them.
Hello, Harriet.
Good Lord.
Sorry I'm late.
Good Lord.
You've just said that.
You're the J.K. Wilson from London.
Oh, didn't they tell you?
Tell me what? The Julia Wilson of my youth is now Ms. J.K. Wilson, Under Secretary at the Foreign Office.
Miss, please. I don't go for all that Ms. nonsense. It makes one sound like a fizzy drink. And I'm only a junior undersecretary at the moment. But I'm working on it.
I often think of those days in Kuwait.
2 very junior vice consuls.
Keen, hard-working, dedicated, with a personal, professional life beyond reproach.
By running the best illicit distillery in the whole of the Persian Gulf.
That bathtub gin wasn't half bad, was it?
It was like nectar, Harriet. I've always wondered where you got the recipe.
Oh, from boarding school, actually. We used to make the odd jar in the lab. But, Julia, why are you here?
Wouldn't you like to eat first?
No.
Dear Harriet, as direct as ever.
And just as curious.
I've been sent to sound you out.
I see. So that's why we're in a place like this.
Away from prying eyes, wagging tongues, and nosy ambassadors.
Undercover job, is it?
Oh, Harriet, don't be so melodramatic. You sound exactly like an entry clearance officer I used to know in my consular days.
Oh?
We were together in La Paz. Big chap, not too bright. Straight out of Biggles Flies West. What was his name again?
Percival Willoughby Gore.
Sorry?
Percival Willoughby Gore.
That's right. Whatever happened to him?
Oh, he ended up in a consulate in one of the armpits of Latin America. My consulate.
No. You mean he's actually working for you?
For me, against me, I'm never quite sure which. But he obviously hasn't changed much over the years.
Well, well, well. Dear old Percy.
Dear old Percy?
Oh, I know he was a bit of a prat, but...
He still is.
Well, when we were in La Paz together, I became quite fond of him.
Of Percy?
It was either him or the consul's ginger Tom.
Boy, did you pick the wrong one?
Well, he wasn't that bad. He did what was expected of him, with a little encouragement. Well, well, well. Dear old Percy.
Yes, well, now you're repeating yourself, but, please, Julia, could we keep to the point?
Oh, the job. It'll mean a little trip.
Where to and for how long?
For as long as it takes.
But who's going to look after the shop while I'm away?
Who do you think?
You? You haven't run a consulate for years.
That's what I told them. But they seem to think it was a case of once you've done it. You know, like riding a bike or doing the splits. Anyway, it'll be easier than sending out a temporary replacement from the UK.
Forgive me for being a little obtuse, but why can't you do this job, whatever it is, instead of me?
Because I'm too little.
Too little?
He likes English women, especially tall, slim, fair-haired English women.
He?
El Presidente of a neighboring country with whom we have been trying to negotiate a major trade agreement. And as you're here, on the spot, and fit the bill so perfectly.
Trade agreement?
Yes.
Oh, boring.
Exceedingly. But pull it off, and it'll count very heavily in your favor in the promotion stakes.
And if I refuse?
How do you feel about another 3 years in this particular armpit?
When do I leave?
Let's eat, shall we? I hear the local oysters are pretty good.
Yes, but there isn't an R in the month.
The way they pronounce it, what's the difference? Camarero, puedo ver la service, por favor? Oysters, yes? Ostras para dos, por favor. He seems like a nice boy.
Honestly, Julia, you are wicked. You haven't changed a bit.
Oh, yes, I have. Whatever I may say for effect, those days have long since gone.
Oh, come on. You're not We're not as old as all that.
No, but a little wiser, I hope. No more youthful indiscretions simply because they were there.
Oh, dear, we're back to Percy again.
So we are. El Presidente, then.
That's better.
She said what? She told me she may be away for some time.
Away? Away where?
She no say.
Yeah, but for how long? A week? 2 weeks? A month?
She no say.
God, say it was true.
What was?
My horror. You realise what this means, don't you? As I'm next in seniority, I'm in charge.
Of course you are, Brucey. And I'll have the cuddly toy, the upright fridge freezer, and the holiday for two in Benidorm.
What?
I wish I knew what all this was about. Must be some sort of secret mission.
No, can't be. I'd know about it. After all, I'm head of intelligence.
There's no answer to that. Are you sure she didn't say where she was off to?
She no say. All she say is, Sanchez, you be nice to the new consul general.
Well, that was very decent of her. And in the same spirit, you play ball with me, and I'll play ball with you.
Play balls. What is this balls?
Oh, shut up, Sanchez. Get some more ice. This calls for another one.
Okay, I bring. But first, where do you want I should put her?
Put who?
The new consul general.
Did you hear what I said, stupido? I'm the new consul general.
Not according to the British Foreign Office.
Who the devil are you?
Wilson's the name. Julia Wilson. I'm Miss Farrington's stand-in. You must be Annie Beckley.
That's right, but...
Hold on. Wilson? Julia Wilson? That name rings a... No, it isn't. It can't be.
It can, and it is. How nice to see you again, Major.
Oh, my God. It's her. It really is. It's Julia Chetlag Wilson. Right. It's not fair. I should be deputizing poor Harriet Farrington.
Tough. Morning, Sanchez.
Give me the opportunity of showing London that I'm up to the job. Hello, Fatso. Damn the horoscopes.
Well, the stars must have had an off day. Don't you ever give up?
Give up?
Don't think we don't know why you're up so early, all showered, shaved and shampooed. My God, you smell like a ballet dancer's tutu.
Well, you must admit it is an improvement. Any progress?
Progress? I told you won't get anywhere with her. At least not without extensive plastic surgery.
Think so. Just watch. Hey. We're watching. Back.
Fidel, ¿qué tienes? Fidel.
Oh, vamos, Juanita. Yo soy un hombre muy ocupado.
Muy ocupado, pero Juanita. Fidel, querido. Fidel.
Ok. Esta tarde es la cantina a las 7.
Sí, a las 7. Gracias, Fidel. Muchas gracias.
Ole.
Don't believe it.
How do you do it, Sanchez?
It's no big deals. I give her a big smile. I give her the sweet talks. I give her little brother 10 marks. Is to slip a lovey potion into her chili con carne.
Lovely potion?
See, I get it from the old voodoo baggy who lives in the jungles.
Old voodoo baggy.
See? And it worked pretty good, no? Oh, that old blacky magic's got her.
Never heard anything so ridiculous in my whole life.
Well, what's so ridiculous about it? You saw what his horoscope said, didn't you?
Ah, don't you start all that.
Well, when I saw it with my own eyes...
Saw what? Local baker's daughter suddenly flipping her lid. It happens all the time in this place. Yes, it's the heat. Sanchez, cafe, perhaps I'd better get the old voodoo baggy to get me a potion for Julia Wilson.
You still fancy her that much?
Are you kidding? I meant an I hate Percy potion. Please don't say who needs a potion for that.
Oh, all right, then.
I know you don't mean it, but it's still very hurtful.
Oh, get to the point, Percy.
Didn't you see her last night, all the way through dinner?
Can't say that I did.
But her expression, it was pure lust.
More like pure disbelief. God, Percy, you do flatter yourself.
Well, they didn't call her Julia Jetlag Wilson for nothing.
Then why did they call her that?
Because after 5 minutes in her company, you were jet lagged for a week.
A nice little person like her?
Your nice little person may appear to be 5'2", eyes of blue, but in reality she's 7 stone 7 of pure dynamite. The most energetic woman I've ever met in my life. After 6 months in La Paz, you any idea how much she cost me in Philisane?
I still don't know what you're complaining about.
I'm not complaining about that. I was younger and fitter, but she wants to pick up where we left off. The fact is, I'm not up to it anymore.
It?
That, my time of life, I should be slowing down a little. Not putting my name down for the British and Commonwealth All-Comers Trampoline Championship.
What an interesting analogy. But don't worry. Knowing Harriet, I'm sure she'll be home in plenty of time to save you from that good old fate worse than death.
Well, I'm sorry, Julia, but it looks as if it's going to take rather longer than I thought. The president's been tied up all week. Well, like I said, take as long as you have to. His villa? He's actually invited you to his villa? Yes, for the weekend, to discuss the agreement. Well, that's what he says. But I understand he's quite a ladies' man. Oh, Harriet, what a quaint old-fashioned way of putting it. Of course he's a ladies' man. That's why we chose you for the job. And if the worst comes to the worst... I hope you're not going to say lie back and think of England. What do you mean I might enjoy it? What sort of woman do you think I am? Or more to the point, what sort of woman does the Foreign Office think I am? Julia? Hello? Hello? Gone? Gone where?
Well, he didn't say. He just muttered something about not being up to it. Went out of here like a rocket.
Not be up to what? I only invited him to have dinner this evening.
Dinner?
To talk over old times.
Ah, yes. Well, that's what did it.
Did what? I'm sorry, I don't... Oh, no. He doesn't really think that I...
He does.
But that was years ago. How could he possibly...
You know, Percy, to him, any woman who makes the first move, like asking a man out to dinner, is still utterly wild and wanton.
Good Lord. To think he still sees me as your local, friendly, neighbourhood nymphomaniac.
I think it's rather flattering, actually.
In a macabre sort of way. To Percy, a nympho is anyone who uses mascara and owns a pair of slingback sandals.
What? No, senor, don't do that. I just changed my underpanties. Never mind about that. Get in here.
Right. Have you got it?
See, I got it. But the old voodoo baggy, she charged me many marks. Don't worry. I'll pay anything.
Anything? Within reason.
Oh, I'm a desperate man. Otherwise I would be fooling around with black magic. God knows I don't believe in it. I tell you what, then you give Sanchez 50,000 marks. I take this and I stick it. Stick it? I stick it in Senorita Wilson's cafe. And pretty soon she say, Percy, darling, I don't like you no more. Vamos pronto.
Believe it. Hold on. It won't harm her. It won't poison her.
She? It poisoned her mind against you?
It's a deal. 10,000 marks, you said.
No, you said that. I said 50,000 marks. Plus 5,000 for going.
55,000 marks? Right.
Oh, come on. It's nearly 4 quid.
Oh.
Now, come here. Look! You want this little bottle? Or do you want that little woman?
Okay, it's a deal. It better work. Heaven help you if anything goes wrong.
Heaven help you.
Visa application rejected. Rejected, very good. Rejected, excellent. Rejected, marvellous.
Oh, it's nice to see someone enjoying his work.
But I can't open the floodgates to every Tom, Dick and Pancho who wishes to go to Angleterre. Why did you let that one through? Surely we could have got him for something.
Miss Wilson would like a word with you on the patio.
Suspicion of drug smuggling. Friends in low places. Miss Wilson?
It really is quite incredible.
Incredible.
How the blood drains from your face, but there's no need to worry, Percy. All Miss Wilson wants...
Good morning, Major.
Morning. About dinner last night.
Not now, Major. I've got more important things to think about than after-office hours socializing.
You have?
And in any event, on reflection, I'm sure we're both too busy to take a boring little stroll down old memory lane.
Good heavens, it worked.
Sorry?
Well, if you'll excuse me, I've got a lot of work on.
Yes, of course. Oh, dear.
What is it?
Where do you keep the aspirin? I've had a terrible headache all morning. I'm afraid I don't feel very well.
Yes, sit down. Percy, get the doctor, quick. The doctor, Percy!
Yes, right. The doctor. Oh, my God, what have I done? Come here, you little creep. What was in that stuff? What stuff? This stuff. You haven't given it to her yet? No, I'll give it to her now. And what's made her so? The doctor. And I want my money back.
Welcome back. Thank you. How are you feeling? Much better. And you? Oh, still a little fragile, you and your damned oysters. Even so, you still managed to do it. Do it? Well, persuade El Presidente to sign the agreement. Oh, that was no problem. The tricky bit was fighting the man off. You couldn't have fought very hard. It's a very good agreement. Yes, well, as you said, when duty calls, one does what one has to do. That's as good an excuse as any. Fortunately, however, due to the delayed action of half a dozen suspect oysters, I managed to escape with my virtue still intact. That's your story, and you're sticking to it, right? You can talk. They didn't call me jet-lagged Julia in my young day. They wouldn't, would they? For one thing, your name's not Julia. But I can tell you what they did call you. Oh? Hot Pants Harriet. It's time I changed for dinner. Hot Pants Harriet? Me? No, I don't believe you. Julia, you just made that up.
Wedding bells nearly ring and singles. Tomorrow's comedy at 8:30 here on Select TV.